Good morning, students. And today's concept is minimum cost spanning tree. So, spanning tree, a tree which contains all the vertices of the graph, and the graph should be connected. And coming to the minimum spanning tree, you are seeing on the screen. Spanning tree with minimum sum of weights and spanning forecast. A graph is not connected, then there is a spanning tree for each connected component of a graph. And these are the applications of MST. And this is an example for MST. Find the last expensive way for. And we have to find the latest expensive way to connect a set of cities, terminals and computers. This is the only example for MST. And in that example, I am continuing here. A town has a set of houses and set of roads. A road connected to and only two houses. A road connecting house U and V has a repair cost. For that repair, the cost is W of U comma V, and the repair goal is roads such that everyone stay connected, that is can reach every house from all other houses, and total repair cost is minimum. So that is our minimum cost spanning tree agenda. And a connected undirected graph, vertices is here, vertices is equal to houses and edges is equal to roads. A weight W of U comma V on each node U comma V belongs to capital E. Find capital E is the subset of E such that T is connected to all vertices, and W of T is equal to summation of U comma V, and those U comma V belongs to T. And the minimum cost spanning tree is not unique. MST has no cycles. Already I have told the basics in previous class. That's why I am not repeating here what is cycle and how to connect. Already in previous session we have discussed. We can take out an edge of cycles and still have the vertex connected to the reducing the cost of V minus 1, and draw a set of A of edge. Initially in the diagram, A is the starting source part, and increase that edge to by adding the neighbor vertices which is having low cost. That means initially we are starting with 5. A is the source node, while A is not a spanning tree. To find an edge U comma V, that is say for A, and A is the combination of A union U comma V and written A. This is the general algorithm for MST. Then how we can find the safest edge means, and look at to the edge H comma G. It is safe for A initially, and later on S is any set of vertices that includes H but not G, so that G is in V minus S. In any MST, there has to be one edge at least that connected S with V minus S. And this is the diagram. In the diagram there are two colors. Why not choose the edge with minimum weight H comma Z? And the definition is a cut S comma V minus S is a partition of vertices into disjoint sets S and V minus S. An edge crossed to the cut S comma V minus S if endpoint is S. Finally, we have to calculate V minus S. That is the example for Prim's MST. Before you are going to the next part, let us know about the Prim's algorithm. The Prim's and Kruskal's algorithms are the famous greedy algorithms in MST. They are used for finding the minimum spanning tree of given graph. To apply these algorithms, the given graph must be weighted and connected and undirected also. Connect ayi undali, undirected. Some important concept of based on those are: if all the edge weights are distinct, then both the algorithms are guaranteed to find the MST. And the concept, second concept, if all the edge weights are not distinct, then both the algorithms may not also produce the same MST. However, the cost of MST would always be same in the both cases. Consider the diagram on the screen. There are A to B, B to C, C to D, and the concept of third concept. Prims prefer the graph. There are large number of edges in the graph, like capital E is equal to order of V square. That is the main time complexity, order of V square. That means order of n square, the time complexity of this algorithm. And the Prim's algorithm is a famous greedy algorithm. It is used to find the minimum spanning tree of a given graph. To apply Prim's algorithm, we have given the most weighted and connected undirected graph. In step 1, randomly choose any vertex. The vertex connected to the edge having least weight is usually selected. Observe the diagram. I am telling the basics for Prim's algorithm. And in step 2, find all the edges that connected to the tree to new vertex. Find the least weight edge among those edges, and include it in existing tree, like this. If includes that edge, create a cycle, then reject that edge and look for the next weighted edge. And in third step, keep repeating step 2 until the vertices are included and minimum spanning tree. Is obtained. And we are seeing on the screen, use the priority QQ containing vertices not yet included in the tree, that is V minus VA. VA is equal to A and Q equal to B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. A is not included here because that is the source node. And we associate a key with each vertex V. Key of V is equal to minimum weight of any edge U comma V connected to V to VA. Observe this 1 second. and we have to find the light edge. That means in the diagram the source vertex is A, the source vertex is A and B, H are the neighbors. That means A is directly connected to B and H. Take the minimum edge, that is here B value is 4 and H value is 8. Consider the minimum value, that is 4. A to B, the cost is 4. A to B, the cost is 4. So A is B, here B is chosen because the minimum cost, and H having the highest cost. Remaining all put infinity. Here a B is chosen, and next B is connected to two ways, one for C and another for H. C having the cost 8 and H having the cost 11. So the minimum cost is C, so consider C. That means 8 we are considering. B to C is the cost is 8. And again C is connected to I and D. C is having the minimum weight and D is having the highest weight, that is 7. Minimum weight is for I, so consider I. Remember that no cycle has to form here, that is the main condition, would not form the cycle, and we are considering from C I. Observe the screen, I am darking here. Which path I am going, I am considering that part as dark nodes. I is chosen, and from I there are only two connections, so from H and Z. 7 and 6 are the cost. We have to choose the minimum cost, that why I to J I am selecting, and the cost is 6. After G, if you choose G, the cost is 6, but G is connected to only one node, that is 2. And if you choose that F also, then we go to 14 and 10. But 14 and 10, 10 is the minimum. So E we have to choose A to B, B to C, C to I to Z, Z to F, F to E. But we have to find the minimum cost. Calculate the total cost. And the cost is, this is one way, and if you choose the C value from C to F, that is 4. The C to F cost is 4, and after reaching F, there are two ways, from D and from E, and from G. G is having the minimum cost, that's why I am choosing from F to G. The cost is 2. And after reaching Z, there are two ways again. But the condition is we shouldn't form the cycle. So if you choose the G to I, the path is closing and forming cycle. So omit that way. And only the way is Z to H, the cost is 1. after reaching H, there are again two ways, one for B and another for 8. But if you connect those two, the cycle is forming. So that's why I'm not choosing those values. And this is the path. We are getting the minimum cost. And here the dark place we have to consider. There is no cycles form. So this is about the Prim's algorithm. And the main algorithm is here. Q is initially 5, that means null. For each U belongs to V, U means if you take the diagram from the diagram A to B is I am putting here U and V is A and B separately. So U belongs to V. If the key is infinity, that means if the source node is connected to the selected node to no direct connection, that's why I am putting here infinity. Decrease the key value if capital Q and R comma Z 0. If the Q is not equal to 5, we have to extract the next minimum edge which is having the minimum cost. We have to select that node and we have to repeat the entire process up to we got the minimum cost. But here the condition is no cycle forming. So that is about Prim's algorithm. And this is the basic algorithm for choosing the vertices. And that complexity is minimum heap, that is order of V. And here V of after decrease the keys, we got order of log V. And if you execute the while loop, V times it we has to execute. And we have to extract the V log V. That means order of V log V, the minimum heap operation. And executed order of E times the totally, that means we have to cover all the edges which is having the minimum cost. And here the do if loop is do if that means the 10th line is constant and 12th in the 12th line Q is taken to order of V and totally the time complexity is order of E log V. That means the total time is order of V log V plus E log V, that is order of E log V. That is binary heap and this is Fibonacci heap. Prim's algorithm is a greedy algorithm. Already I have discussed this. And the greedy algorithm finds the solution based on the sequence of chosen which are locally optimal at the steps. And the Prim's greedy strategy produces a global optimum solution. And coming to the Kruskal's algorithm, already I have said that the what is spanning tree. A spanning tree is a subset of an undirected graph that has all vertices connected by minimum number of edges. If all the vertices are connected in a graph, then there exists at least one spanning tree in a graph. There may exist more than one spanning tree. And coming to the Kruskal's algorithm, Prim's algorithm grows on the tree, but the Kruskal's algorithm grows on multiple trees. This is the main difference between the Prim's and Kruskal's algorithms. Most of the old question papers I have when I am referred, They are asking in 2 marks questions what is the main difference between the Prim's and Kruskal's algorithm. And in Prim's algorithm, once refined that the tree that are growing always remains constant. But in Kruskal's algorithm, the tree that we are making or growing usually remains disconnected. In Prim's algorithm grows a solution from a random vertex by adding the next cheapest vertex to the existing tree. In Kruskal's algorithm grows a solution from the cheapest edge by adding the next cheapest edge. That means cheap means here the minimum cost. In Prim's algorithm is faster. In Kruskal algorithm faster for space graph. For Prim's algorithm it is faster for dense graph. Sparse graph, dense graph. Don't confuse on that. They are merged together using the safe edge. Since an MST has exactly v minus 1 edges, after v minus 1 merge, we could have only one component and start with the each vertex begin its own component and repeat the merge two components into one by choosing the light edge, that means minimum weighted edge. Connect them with components to consider each iteration. Scan a set of edges in the increasing order by weight. Once observe the diagram. And this is about the Kruskal's algorithm. We would add the edge C and F. Let us take an example. First we have to choose A to B, that is 4. A to B the cost is 4, A to H the cost is 8. We have to choose the minimum edge A to B, that is 4. After that we choose the another minimum edge, that is, first you observe the graph. While you are observing in the graph, in the entire graph, what is the minimum cost here? H to G is the minimum cost, that is 1. Select that node. After that select a node again after minimum value, that is 2. G to F and I to G, select those two nodes also. And the next minimum weight is 4, that is A to B, select. I am showing the on screen, the dark lines are selected here. So these are the selected lines. After that the minimum value is again the 4 is cost having C to F also, we have to select that also. And this is the way we are considering. First we have considered H to Z, next to C to I and Z to F, because both are having the same cost, and select A comma B and C comma F. A comma B and C comma F again having 4 the cost. I comma Z, next selected edge I comma Z, that is 6. Next C comma D and I comma H. C comma D is having 7. I comma H also having 7. and a comma h b comma c d comma e comma f b comma h d comma f. So these are the selected paths. You see once here clearly. Take a one minute time to observe. I think you can understand. And this is the process. These are the steps while I am choosing the edges which is having the minimum cost. I have included here. This is not new. You already have taken the below diagram. We have 14 steps. I am adding this in a manner, in a technical manner. That's it. There is no new things I have done. See once. I think you have understood. From set of vertices, I am choosing the minimum cost vertex. From that, from the entire diagram, I am choosing one set which is having the minimum weight. That's it. There is no new. There is no confusion also. And this is the problem. Use a disjoint set. And this is the Kruskal's algorithm. Kruskal's v comma e comma w, and a is 5 for each vertex v. Set of vertices, from set of entire set of vertices, we are selecting only one vertex from that which is having the minimum cost. That way I am indicating small v and capital V here, and small v is the belongs to capital V, and make a set choose minimum cost. And in step 4, sort E into non decreasing order by W. That means we have to choose minimum. Every time we are choosing minimum value from the entire graph. That means we have to increase the cost also. In the 5th step, for each u comma v, take from the sorted list. And in the 6th step, if find set u is not equal to the find of v, then combined the entire u comma v set to the a, that means source vertex. Finally union u comma v and return the a value. If the condition is not equal, in the 6th step we have to proceed from 7 to 8 and we have to return the final result, that is a. And coming to the time complexity, for step 2 and step 3 we are taking the order of v, and step 4 edge is log of e, and step 5 order of e I am taking here. Step 6 to step 9 order of log v, that means running time is v plus e log e plus e log v, that is order of e log v, depends on the implementation of disjoint data structure. And this is about the Kruskal's algorithm. I'm taking one example. I give you one example to try once. If you have any doubts, ask me. Okay, I hope you all understood about the Prim's and Kruskal's algorithms. These are the parts of Prim's and Kruskal's algorithm. In minimum cost spanning tree, we are having two graphs. One is Prim's and another one is Kruskal's. In today class, we have discussed what is minimum cost spanning tree, what is Prim's algorithm, what is Kruskal's algorithm. Reminding once again, a spanning tree is a subset of an undirected graph that has all the vertices connected by minimum number of edges. If all the vertices are connected in a graph, then there exists at least one spanning tree in a graph. There may exist more than one spanning tree. A spanning tree does not have any cycle. This is the main property. And the second property is any vertex can be reached from any other vertex. MST means minimum cost spanning tree, is a subset of edges of all connected weighted graph that connect all the vertices together with the minimum possible total edges weights. There are two types of MST, Prim's and Kruskal's algorithms. One graph may have more than one spanning tree if there are n number of vertices. The spanning tree should have n minus 1 number of edges in this context. If each edge of the graph is associated with the weight and there exists more than one spanning tree, we need to find the minimum spanning tree of the given graph. That is about Prim's algorithm. And the main differences from Prim's and Kruskal's algorithm are, you all know already we have discussed about the differences between Prim's and Kruskal's algorithm. In Prim's, the tree that are making or growing always remain connected. The tree that we are making or growing are always remain connected. In Kruskal's, a tree that we are making or growing usually remains disconnected. Observe the difference. In Prim's algorithm, while we are choosing the minimum weight, that graph should be in connected manner. In Kruskal's algorithm, there is no need to connected manner. That means disconnected we are choosing. In Prim's algorithm, grows a solution from a random vertex by adding the next cheapest vertex to the existing tree. In Kruskal's algorithm, grows a solution from the cheapest edge by adding the next cheap edge to the existing tree. So those are the differences for Prim's and Kruskal's algorithm. I hope you all understood. In third unit, already we have, once I am revising the topics in the third unit, that is general method, Knapsack problem, job sequencing with deadline, minimum cost spanning tree, Prim's algorithm. In minimum cost spanning tree, two algorithms. Just now we have discussed Prim's algorithm and Krenzel's algorithm. Single source shortest path already we have discussed, that is Dijkstra's algorithm. So maximum half of the unit is completed. Knapsack already discussed, job sequencing with the deadline discussed, minimum cost discussed, single source shortest path also completed. Only the remaining topics are an optimal randomizer algorithm, optimal merge pattern. Only two topics are here in the third unit. Tomorrow I continue with those two topics. I hope you are all understood. If you have any doubts, feel free to contact me. And that's all for today. We will meet tomorrow with the new topics. Okay, students. Now the session is ending. See once the Kruskal's algorithm. If you have any doubts, contact me. And in previous class, I have used Blackboard. Many of the students asked it to see on PPT. That's why I used this PPT with background voice. If you have any problem still now, you can contact me. But obviously the graph session is more attractive on Blackboard only, because it is having more graphs, more diagrams. So of course when the college is reopened, then I will tell these two topics, that is minimum cost and spanning tree. Both topics are I remind once again on board. In that time I think you can understand better. Okay, student, that's all for today. We will meet with another new topic by tomorrow. That's it for today.